Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you all my wing feather clay creations. So let's get into that right now. So all the clay creations I have are Sarah, Zuzab, Pete, and Marilee. We'll be showing them all to you in more detail later in this video. I hope you enjoy. I'm going to go from the first one I ever made to the last one. So we're going to start with Pete the Sock Man. So here is Pete, about 7 inches high, and it was the first one I did because my sister and I really wanted a Pete the Sock Man. He's pretty big. There's his socks, then we have his socks going up his arms, see that? And then his face. He does have some glue on him because his arms did break. I think we put him in the oven a little too long. There he is. Next up, we have Sarah Cobbler. Here's Sarah. So she looks really cute. Not sure if you guys knew this, but these are actually for the wing feather collectible figures. My sister and I own them. We play with them literally every day. But there's her hair tied in the back, and all her little curls had to be glued back on. Or I just used Mod Podge. Now she's all Mod Podged, and her feet, I actually had to break it and then glue it back on, so she could look like she could stand. Now, none of these clay things can stand except Pete. He can stand a little bit, but he's leaning forward, so I would never trust him alone. Okay, now, this one actually belongs to my sister. I made this one for her. We have Zuzab next. So here is Zuzab. So he is definitely taller than Sarah. I'll put him all up to size later. But look at Zuzab. So I had a few pictures of him from some wing feather videos. So he has his little funny beard. And I actually cut out these little pieces. I cut it with a clay knife. And there's his hands. So there's Zuzab. Last but not least is Marilee. Definitely one of my favorite characters. I'm reading book 4 and it's really actually getting pretty powerful with her. I do have the picture I used to look at while I was molding her, so here it is. So this is the one I used for Marilee. That's what we know of her right now. And then this is what I did. So here's Marilee. I know the first thing you're seeing, that her blades are shiny. So I actually used a little phone keyring thing and took the point off so she could have shiny blades. So that was a detail I really wanted to do on her, and that could bake in the oven. So let's take a look at her. So here's her boots. Here's all her blades, and there is her knife, and then her hair. And I actually did her little braid right there. So yeah, there you go. And there is her face. She turned out so cool. She was so fun to do. So now I'm gonna give you times on when or how long it took me to make these clay figures. Okay, so Pete took a few weeks because of a lot of the breaks I took in between, but he probably would have taken about 2 to 3 days if I didn't take so many breaks. Sarah took 2 days. Zuzab took a few weeks, same thing with Pete, and then Marilee took 2 days. So the girls both took 2 days, boys both took a couple weeks. So that's how long they took. Now I'm gonna kind of show you their size next to each other. We're gonna also bring the Janner collectible figure over here too. So there's the actual collectible figure next to all the other ones. Some are a little big, especially Zuzab and Sarah are big. Pete's pretty big too. Marilee actually, let's just put her next to Janner. She actually was the right size. Her body is a little shorter than Janner's. It's kind of hard to see at this angle, but her head makes her just as tall. They're all really fun. My sister and I play with these every day. We actually have an old doll house we customized into a house our wing feather characters could live in. And it was just so much fun because it all started with us wishing we had a Pete the Sock Man. I made one and then we just played these ever since. So I started molding clay when I was pretty young, probably about like 4 or 5. And then I kept going for a while, and I took a long break, I got into drawing, perler beads, different stuff like that. And then I got back into it because I wanted to make wing feather people to go with the collectible figures. I'm not gonna keep continuing, but I decided to do it because we really wanted toys and we made our own toys. So that's how I got started making clay. And the clay I used before was Palmer clay, as far as I remember, but it came in sticks, not in little bags like this. And I'll show you the container. 55 colors of baked clay. Look at how mess that is in there. It gets very messy. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the wing feather clay figures. I had so much fun making these. I do have a little behind the scenes video on molding Pete the Sock Man, which will come out soon after this video. And then after that, I might make the Florid Sword next, so you're not gonna want to miss that. Some of you could probably agree, best character. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!